Hello. Welcome back, all. Hope everyone's well. Ugh. Kind of trying to get comfy here. Actually, hang on. Oh, I don't really want to push back with my back right now, but that works. Oh, something. Back pain. Alright. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. I think I'm just going to talk to the guy. We can always come back tomorrow. I'm sure Kim would more appreciate me getting shit done in his absence than waiting for him to return. Hey, there he is. How about just for a second, you put that shit away?
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
Do I want to give him that? I found a key hidden under a stone. Was it yours?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me.
What's sparkling in his eye?
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Uh... Oh, they're all spectacular answers. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay. Very well, I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Am I about to get fucked up?
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Good spot, I guess?
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
But I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
Okay.
Take care, alright?
Interview the Sunday friend.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
How mysterious. All in? I really wouldn't mind some suggestion, though. But this is also the art of persuasion. I don't know. It's our main thing. Let's give it some. Feel like we'll get more gains from maxing out a stat than spreading thinly. I have no idea what we're about to find. Oh. Business officeman? Let's have a look around. Samaran conical hat. +1 logic, -1 suggestion. Super logical for a cop to wear this, is it? Its tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom. Its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. If stability is ensured, progress will naturally follow. It's actually his apartment and mine. What? Do I want to look at the bed? Transparency has always been our highest priority. Metallic canopy bed, huh? An old photo, men's perfume, expensive men's perfume. Alright. Buckets of paint. Random kimono? Party dragon silk robe. Become the dragon. +1 drama, +1 electrochemistry. This sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blues features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. Seoul? The real Seoulites probably don't care. Is that a shirt? Oh, it's a jacket. I mean, I don't actually hate it stats-wise. Drama, electrochemistry. Shivers seems generally interesting. We are supposed to be a cop right now, after all. Got a better shirt. +1 suggestion. You know? Maybe. Got a nice naval coat now. +1 drama. +1 physical instrument. I mean, nobody can even see our insane mesh top right now. Interfacing. They do half light. Didn't I have more shivers? Still get the -2 authority though. I would like some replacement shoes that don't give us negatives to our savoir-faire, but I also don't want to run around barefoot. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. Had to be our main stat, didn't it? +1 logic, -1 authority. +1 visual, -1 drama. Does give us more composure though. The shoes. The trousers, however. But I don't want to run around like that. I mean, come on. Although... why do all trousers give electrochemistry? Do I want to lose reaction speed or savoir faire? Fuck it.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into.
Oh.
Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something.
Oh shit.
Soft, yet crinkly.
Take it out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum, loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
So we like apricot chewing gum. Alright. Damn it. There we are. Okay, that's everything investigated.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Removes his cufflinks. Wait, why? Huh?
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Oh.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot.
Robe, hat. Bed. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists. hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Are you a moralist?
But of course,
But why?
because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
And what about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Must be governed. That's just nationalism. Well, here we go. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
It didn't work because the coalition crushed it violently.
Oh, yes, the big bad coalition crushed the revolution. Tell me, if the revolution was succeeding, would it have been crushed so easily? Are we really so bad for wanting compromise, peace, and prosperity on reasonable, achievable terms? Ask yourself that. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
How does this benefit us exactly?
Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
Fucking bureaucrats. You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Yeah, this should be interesting reading later. We'll take that.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to
Yeah.
transparency.
How handy you don't have the leaflet and you'll give us an all pain in the ass fucking phone line. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Meaning it was terrifying?
No. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Consistent.
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene.
Were any of them huge? Like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human,
Okay,
as far as I could tell.
definitely not a big giant. Got it. They're all quite human so far as I could tell. Alright, what happened next?
I went back inside.
Wait, so you didn't actually see the lynching happen?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Ethnicity?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay. Then what?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Yeah, no screaming about it. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
You're right, that does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
What? Can you at least tell me when it happened?
All I can say is that it was late.
Didn't check your watch?
My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Okay, those are all my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What's EPIS again?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern.
What do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the
You
next level.
don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Great. Is it going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparency.
Ah, yeah. The best kind. Is Revachol going to be part of EPIS?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Yeah, alright, great.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Time for some rhetoric. Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, The international community is forced to step in.
This guy's such a pain in the ass. You're describing how the coalition occupied Revachol.
One of the wonders of democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. And not just allowed, encouraged even. Have you ever tried debate?
What do you mean?
Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. I hear they're oodles of fun. I used to have a flyer for one, but...
Lost it too, huh?
But now that I start thinking of it, it was for an improv class anyway. It's this funny theater thing, you know? Very creative. Helps relieve stress.
A chill runs down your spine as you envision a half-dozen people in professional attire standing around a chair, awkwardly pretending to be waiting for a motor bus. It's neither funny nor creative.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
Okay, what are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
Tomorrow evening,
A
then.
busy bee. What an odd choice of words.
Something else.
I'm all ears, officer.
Bye.
A moment, officer.
Ugh, what now?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
You already had a look around. What an odd and utterly unhelpful man. Kinda glad I didn't wait for Kim at this point. Wait, can I now? Just a door. Got some cash. Man from Hjelmdal series. We could go and try that maybe? I don't know. pile of clothes. Heroic perception, don't have that. Although, did buff perception, but still only got 6. Alright. Try and read more Man from Helmdall. Don't know, she'll just let us though.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
In the dimming light, some things become clearer. Oh. Huh. Try again? 28%?
Because you see it. Finally. This wall is
Nailed it.
sublime. Look at it. The shadows. The colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More.
O Wallfather.
Oh, Wallfather. Yes, I must paint this wall. Add to it.
Absolutely. Now you just need the materials. Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush and paint.
Yes.
Talk to her.
She has what I need.
Yes, great thinking. Go talk to her. The wall will be waiting.
Now is the time. We have no Kim. Now is the time. We can deny any knowledge. Yeah. Let's go up there. Even the like load screens telling me I might need to do stuff behind his back.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I need some paint. And your brush, too.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
You'll see. You will all see and tremble.
Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really.
I literally need a 12. Yeah, well. Self-portrait from the inside. Nah, that's lame.
No, it's great.
I'm going to paint a self-portrait, but sort of, you know, from the inside, show people what it's like.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
Okay, I won't do that. Please just give me some paint and a brush. I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portraits.
Thanks, Cindy.
Oh, but I'm all out of fuel oil.
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
Can't I just use paint?
Are you kidding me? Fuel oil is so much cooler. No way you're disfiguring that beautiful wall with something as pedestrian as ordinary paint.
Alright. But like, I can't get that. Plus Kim probably wouldn't like us stealing oil from his car. Probably wouldn't help the car working well either. Let's look at this chewing gum.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple.
Take a deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper, or is that just your memory filling the gaps? Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels so familiar.
Huh. Need to unlock that thought then. Apricot chewing gum scented one. Found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloomstalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. 71 out of 100 skill points. We're not far off another point, at which time I could unlock one of these. I mean, it costs a point to remove one of these, so unless there's one I don't like, I might as well keep going. I honestly don't know if I should have White Morning, though. It's so unclear what it does. I wish I looked at the task just in case it had another suggestion on where to get the oil. Find government marked heavy fuel oil. Where would I get some oil? I could ask her, maybe?
You're back.
No. No, I'm not. Maybe at the docks? Or someone in this traffic jam?
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
Oil? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going right now. There's only the woman over there and she's not helpful. Nothing in that cabin. Anything? No. Cannot just walk past him. That requires some interfacing, right?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Wait, what was it? I didn't even see the
The
skill.
already familiar cold touch of...
Interfacing. Alright. Anyway. I don't really want to talk to Everard again. If I go this way, I might as well. Maybe matey over here knows where I can get some oil? Still here.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I
In the
did.
future, let's keep this
Like Lady
shorter.
Maurice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my
Oh, we not
apartment.
heard this one.
They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Yeah, can we keep this shorter?
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Should I ask this? You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Nothing. I don't think there's anything left. Might be bedtime.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
I don't want to help him. At all. Never mind. Alright. Guess it's bedtime. We could try knocking that door again. Maybe we can talk to our neighbor. We still haven't spoken to her since the very beginning, which was before we knew anything about the case, or even in fact about Harry here. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get back and forth though. I know time doesn't go forwards when you're just walking around, but that doesn't save on my time. We could try talking to this guy.
Looking for something
No, I don't want to let him finish yapping. The boys are still in there. Everyone else is chilling. Need a pry bar for the door. Oh, wait. Before I go to bed, let's go check the basement. I almost forgot. Just that way.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Still melting. Come back tomorrow. They will have a pry bar as well. Worst case scenario, we made it a little easier with the pry bar. Might get a bonus. Worst case, nothing lost. And nothing gained, but...
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Okay.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the...
No. I can't talk to any of the others. I've already paid my bill. Did that in the morning, I believe.
The door is closed.
I'm going to hurt myself, aren't I? It's right before bed. It's fine. I can run to bed.
Still nothing.
I'm not just going to try the handle. Kim's not here. At least I didn't hurt myself. That's a good start. Maybe I can get that with a pry bar.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Right, yeah, I failed at stopping the fogging. Yeah, I think. I don't really want to...
The fan is spinning.
I'm not stopping the fan.
The lights are on.
Oh, it's not the worst.
The lights are off again.
Okay. Bed? I guess?
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Go to sleep, I guess.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud.
Oh my.
Waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Do you like these bits?
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish
You could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot. Because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
My justice. No, I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Well, I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Was that a whole night's sleep? I guess so. How you doing, Harry? Very slow get up. Will it let me try it again?
A
New
mirror
day?
hangs on the bathroom.
Damn it. I'll check. In fact, what checks are they? Ah, there we go. Electrochemistry. But I think I'd have to put a point in there. Interfacing and composure are popping up a lot. Interfacing. Maybe a point in interfacing. Wouldn't hurt. I'm going to pay my bill at the start of the day so I can't spend that money.
The door is closed.
Anyway. Maybe I should try the handle. I have no real legitimate excuse though. apart from it's a video game. Oh, friendos. They look official.
Yes?
Oh, we can redo this. Why did the 41st send me?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up? Like, as a joke.
I've considered it.
So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Do you really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Okay. Talk to these. In fact, pay the bill first.
Can I help you?
Bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yep.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember...
You know, there might be other places to sleep on this coast. You'll find one eventually.
Sure.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Oh?
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on. You're a patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm on a murder investigation. Wait, I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Fair. I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Huh.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Alright, bye. You?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
The last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
We could try.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. a uniform.
I understand the uniform is metaphorical. I'm actually seeing the working class, right?
I want to say yes, I think.
Do I want to ask that? Level with me here for a second. Are you working class?
Fucking politics again. You know what I'm more interested in?
Are you solving the case of the hanged man?
You solving the case you're on. I'm passionate about that. So maybe get to it?
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Damn. Alright, see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
He's from my precinct.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice, I recognize it.
Oh, really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
I have a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Alright. Rude. Oh, we could open the door. I might go get that pry bar. Also, you're smoking, boy. Hey.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hi. You're here.
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
Composure?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Yeah, sure. I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments.
Ah, shoot. Why not?
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Besides muscular... Wait, was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Union boy.
He sounded vaguely Oranese.
The
No, not vaguely, scratch that.
non-union
He
boy
sounded
even.
Definitely Oranese.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Thanks for the info.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Nah.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Right, we've spoken to the boys in here. They've probably don't have anything fresh. Step outside. We can call in to the station first for any leads. Call Alice. Wednesday morning we can go there. Alright, we'll call Alice and go that way. And I'll get a pry bar.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a metallic drawer. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Push it in.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Radio. Let's check it.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Nah, that's it.
57th, over and out.
Later today,
In
or?
the cabin, you see a set.
Uh-huh. What was I gonna crowbar? Possibly nothing I want to do in front of Kim. Oh, actually, before we move on, let's check out the freezer. That's what we need to crowbar as well. Or a super crowbar. Don't have one of those.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Go for the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but if you want to try again, then you need to...
Yeah, I realized that as I was doing it. It's not in my hand.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Well, this pry bar's not strong enough, so we might just break it here. Alright. And the machine unplugged is helping, but slowly. I'm worried turning the crank will destroy something inside. Alright, there was also... There was also the radio thing. Right, yeah.
This old fight, the whole thing resembles Kadran most.
We don't need that.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
We shall
Fluorescent
insert
play and print keys
the production
shine on the
schedule.
keyboard. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
That glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Ah shit, ah shit, ah shit.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved. You should ask her for a hint.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder.
Of course.
For accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know it.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Seems like a dumb question. That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Wait, what about print?
Nothing happens.
Look inside.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fire.
Nah, nothing. Oh, what have you got?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Does it look like an undercover counterintelligence program? It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Krimxon. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
I love that I'm just shining this torch right in his face as well.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
The game starts on the back of a cart, traveling through a forest. You wake up. Anyway, Todd Howard would somehow find a way to make a version of Skyrim for this thing. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
So I don't know now because I kind of wanted to get something from the gum. But I also wanted maybe... What would I even get? Interfacing? Composure? What was for the MacGuffin on the faucet? That one's electrochemistry. That's not what I'm after, though. Mirror interfacing. I wanna have a good go at it. Wait, do I go out here? That was the way upstairs. Well, it just fell over. Oh, I just went the long way. Wait. That's the way I wanted to go, I guess. That's where I came in, right? Right, interfacing. Do the gloves help with that? We need to change gloves, right? What up, Titan? Interfacing. Okay. And then if it works, I'll put on all my electrochemistry stuff. And stare into the mirror. Wait, did I look down here? There's nothing down here. I guess I don't get to talk to Kim about the stuff I did without him. I'm going to put the torch away. We look ready to go and do some work somewhere. Not necessarily as a policeman, though. Oh, can I fix this now? Tries not to look at your bathroom door.
Also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
There's only one left. I got the rest.
Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Oh, he's coming in.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned
58%. Odds are in our favor, at least.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place.
That's annoying.
Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never
God damn it. Never gonna get that thing open. Negative to half-light. Still don't even know what it is. Threaten people. It's your fight or flight response. Huh. Enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart. Fear that urges you to act before it's too late to act ever again. Fear that makes you frighten others. It is the aggression that lets you squeeze every last drop of information out of a witness. At high levels, half-light makes you ultra-attuned to the world. It is perpetual fear of your own shadow, of someone else's name or scent. You'll be ready, always, to pounce and physically interrogate passers-by. At low levels, however, you'll find your survival instinct is lacking, and your methods limp-wristed. Those who respect violence will not respect you. Okay. But we don't have the physique, so I'm not putting points in that. Damn. Still failed the test. That's a shame. Right, let's go to the river. Faster this way. Wait, what else was interfacing? Knick-knack stand? Huh. We'll go back and try those. Map wall. No, fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Let me put my gloves back on. Might as well get some value out of this skill point. Was there one in here as well?
You keep coming back.
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you pay with net worth. Go over.
Nope, nothing there. What was there then? Something up this way.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking.
Why would I steal a raincoat? What was the check that I couldn't do then? There's the map wall. The payphone. Oh, was there not something here? I don't know what I was looking at then. Map wall and payphone. Let's try it. One more time.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Right. Dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
Interesting.
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
No. Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of a film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Okay. Mystery solved. It wasn't the X. I kind of thought it might be the X. Wherever she is. That just leaves the wall, right? Go on. I'm gonna just have to come to terms with not being able to do everything. If I try, it's just gonna go badly. Right, yeah, I need the torch. Let's give it a go.
This old fire, the whole thing resembles Kadran.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Something medical?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations. All lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency.
Is this not the one I was trying to...
This one, they must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
So who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station.
We've had this.
A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know Dune when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Must be this board then.
Your flashlight slides over and some of the writing has faded with age. These
check.
Translucent. Who are all those? You should adopt one of those. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appear. Your eyes glide over 4 sections. The handwriting is only part. The full text reads.
What's the wall then? I'm confused. I'm confused. Mirror, map wall. Which one's the map wall then? Is it not in here? Ah, whatever. Wait, was there another one to check? Interfacing. Knick-knack stand. Like, where is that? Oh, that might be in the second-hand shop, pawn shop. Faster than that. I guess they're the people here fixing it. We'll look at the sign in a second. Hopefully it's out of the lock.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets
Right.
displayed on the table.
Let's get a cool figurine.
Some on horseback. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Fine, I'll do it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as
I think I just bought some bullshit. I shouldn't have bought the bullshit, but I did. Yeah, it's just missing a head. Alright. In this case, let's take off. Don't need either of them. We're not going to equip that. We lose morale if we drink it as well. Interesting. Was that always the case? What is the state of the sign? This guy's better not be slacking. Oh yeah, it's gone.
A rusting control panel with loose...
Grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk.
The water lock starts moving.
Noise.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
But what if everything's linked because we're playing an RPG? Yoink. See, that already paid for the headless man. You know what? Let's equip the bag. Because otherwise, some stuff might not show up. Or abandoned lorries. Do I actually want to equip that after all? Yeah, seems so. Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. +1 empathy, -1 logic. Leave that for now. No entry. An inverted star. Communists, huh? In fact, now I have the pry bar. When we go back there, we'll check in the courtyard, I guess. The area where Kuno plays. Breaker box. Money. Concrete defenses, huh? Can I not pick them up? No. Bottles just sitting there. Not for me. Tire tracks? Oh, not tire tracks. Oh, there's the car that crashed. Oh, there's the fuel. Winning. Bottle drained of all its booze. Guy was drunk when he did it. Shocker. Is he still in there?
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
So this is where all the tracks were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
Oh, he does agree.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Shit, it was Harry. Didn't think about that. It probably was.
Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Run my hand over it.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
Mm-hmm.
A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
Yeah, this is our car. What's the make of it?
The logo is too deep in murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Wait, it's not going to turn out Harry shot that guy in the mouth, is it? Hopefully not. That would explain why he might have thrown his gun away.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The Joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A Joyrider jacket.
Maybe a police badge. How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
What up, Distant? I did not. Are you in the Discord? If you are, post a link in the Discord. Otherwise, I'll try and remember to check it out afterwards. How long have we got to wait? Maybe I'll have the game done before the content drops. Or what's there done, anyway. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede, I guess. An hour or two tops. 8:30.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent.
Tomorrow? Oh shit, I'm not going to have time then. Oh well, it's all good.
The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue. I kind of want to go with the drama option. Whistle a tune.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness.
Oh, did it not look like Switch gameplay?
The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
Ah, he appreciated it. Nice.
Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car.
Well, Distant, the giveaway will be if it says not actual gameplay footage all over it somewhere, right? Not sure if they have to do that now. But most do.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Ooh. Asking about glasses here. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to... Well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals.
Oh, yeah?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
But if someone puts a gun to your head?
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the marquee now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever
the
since
mark.
we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
Yeah, why haven't I?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people.
Ah, true, yeah, it doesn't have to be on that console. Yeah, quite possibly is on PC then. I mean, that's how the devs work on the game anyway. But yeah. Go for the, we're worried about the content, not the performance. The performance is unlikely to change, I think. Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about that speed racer?
Call this one Cooper for Oh god, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there like that.
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
Wait, a fourth? Wait, what?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined.
Oh, is this the X?
Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Shitload of content. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to take a look.
Let's go take a look.
More monsters, I'm assuming, but anything other than monsters? And armors, you know, stuff related to monsters. There's our ID. So now we can talk to, what's her face? Esprit de Corps and Visual Calc, both. Yeah, I'll take that. Do we want to keep the drama? Drama and electrochemistry? Oh, no, that's there. Never mind. Never mind. No, my bad. My bad. Physical instrument. Let's not. Gave Apex monsters separate quests. Cool. Makes them more doable then. More farmable as well. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you. A younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside. Yeah, looking pretty different there.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Study it.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How interesting.
Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
Yeah, you wouldn't be wanting a new photo if you look like Harry here.
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
Rip.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name, Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Sure, okay, Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Ranking.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
Okay. And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to
Oh.
a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined, huh? Probably wise. Also, who would have offered him the promotion?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decontage might be taken.
Oh, right.
Sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decomptage?
Decontage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Krimxon.
Dual leadership system.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Okay.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Alright.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Okay, let's not ask that other one then.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads,
We know Precinct 41. Well, footprints, running away, shocker. Confused or drunk, or both. Don't tell me I got in a boat. Quick travel unlocked. Huh? How would I quick travel? Oh, travel here, waterfront. Got it. Alright. Is that worth it? It is kind of far, I guess. Let's go talk to the locals. sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. Huh.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Sure.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics? And is she wearing fish hooks hanging out her ears? Oh my god.
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them.
Behold.
Like anyone falls for that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Maybe true.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
So where are all the men now? Probably died in the war, right? Would be the classic.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why? If they're thick-headed.
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Huh.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty.
Oops. Big
Bloated
oops.
corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
Fair.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Kim makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet. Maybe we'll ask her out at some point, though. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Maybe I am.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
A mine?
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
That seems dumb. Major Narc, no. I need to know about those bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Floater means something else to me, but alright.
Yeah, maybe stay clear of the things reminding her of the floater she used to be married to. Just saying.
True. So I take it that's your skiff.
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Guessing we'll be wanting to ask about someone else later. Be seeing you. Au revoir. Oh, what was that? There we go. The planks creak, huh? Don't need to go fishing. Ugh. Wait. It's locked. What about you, Granny? Ding dang dong, ding dang dong, frere Jacques.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of an ill omen?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I am an ill omen, alright.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage.
We already
and
parked.
Not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? Hang on.
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
There's this guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. They might not look like much, but they are ours.
Why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
One more time, I can just have the room.
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here.
When Varson communist revolutionary Ignas Nielsen was in hiding, he stayed in a hut on the Boreal Plateau for 10 months.
It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat.
You best not be plotting another revolution under my roof. We barely got through the last one. But the room, do you want it?
You got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
What's in the village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
That's a sentence, alright. There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
What's the pox?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
Haven't seen any drunks yet, though.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright then.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
Probably.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Anything else down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
And anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Alright, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there, just ghosts and vagrants, and teenagers making out.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Isabel Sadie.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Oh, I can actually answer now. This is nice. Lieutenant Double Yefrita Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Goodbye. Okay, we can do that without Kim. He won't appreciate it. What was flashing? Is this our house? Our shack? Or was it the other one that was locked? Do I really just take it? Gart might like it. Do I care about Gart? Probably not. Looks grumpy.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What's that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Oh, okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Lambie.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yes, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
What's this?
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway.
She's right.
It looks angry.
Heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives.
Got it.
I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh.
She understands the important part, yeah.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Will do. Smash the castle. Bye.
Bye!
Sandcastle behind the house. Let's go do that first. Is that a sandcastle? Oh my god, that's shit.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Reach in, pull it out.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
I kind of want to... We've got one more night at the place. I want it.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Good shit. Right, let's talk to the kids and move on. Although there's stuff in here. What else can we get? Wetting stone. Sounds of life in the north. Music Connect collection beneath a tarpaulin. Uh-huh. Did we not go along this bit of coast? Somehow dodged it. Alright, fair enough. Oh, give me that. We can go inside. Yeah, really wish I hadn't paid for a room at the start. Oh well. Done is done though. Ooh. Bow knot, huh? Oh, hell yeah. Hang on. Interface and go up. Big go up. Drama. Inland Empire. Vivid imagination. But drama? Let's keep the tie. For now.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch.
Really?
The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Should have kept the boots, right? Oh, they would have been way better than my shoes. Anyway.
You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it, I must study it.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design.
Would that be useful? Maybe. Dark red chair. Keep mooching. Oh, there's the drunks. Don't need to sit on the bench. Oh, can we not get round?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Yeah, he's not having it. Kids? Nothing of value, I assume?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lydian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Children are stupid, but...
You're stupid.
Bye. We don't need to. No. Hey guys. They're basically my people.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Laters.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Alright, enough of this.
The dozing man mumbles something inaudible.
You got anything?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Okay.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Quite the business venture you set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
Is this Del Boy?
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I've got everyone on my hook.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook too.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people. In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
I didn't buy anything. Why would I tip you? End of the road? Alright. Anything over here? Black Swallow. How do we get around? Oh god, yep, that's gonna be a mission. Broken pipe upstream, huh? Yoink. Tire. Quick travel to the church. Kick drum pulse. Goodies, monies. Drawbridge from the other side, uh-huh. How would I even... Right, long way round, got it. Look inside. Ah, he stashed his booze. Unlucky, buddy. Go this way, check this house maybe. This must be the church. Sambrun or Sambrune.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine would fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries ago.
Rattle the doors.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's going to work.
Take a closer look.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Let's look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Odd.
There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Have you seen this symbol before, Kim?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
I'm not going to ask what that is. What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Padlock, padlock, padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It'll
Seen
be
it.
easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting.
Take the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
In your ledger. Put it on your ledger, right on the cover.
Voila. Looks very modern.
Nice.
You're part of the Future Brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Love the neon. Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
Sure.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Not going to do that. Not without getting changed, at least. Damn it. We go around this way. We can, but I don't think we're going to find anything. Alright, let's go and check the guy on the ice. A lot of stuff down here. Nope. Going for a run with my crowbar. Can't check these posts. Guess not. Stacking the rocks, huh?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
Hi.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
Come to think of it, I should. Where would I get one around here?
I don't know. Some kind of a store? Maybe a general store? Look, man. Fuck the hat.
Regain authority. Yeah, not doing that. Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
What's that device? What's your name?
A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
Why indeed? Forget it.
Okay.
What's the device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact? You put it on stuff to get the sounds right. Got it. Let's ask.
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Sure.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother? Let's argue with encyclopedia.
No. You're welcome.
No. Where did you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What's the Elysium?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Oh yeah?
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Wow. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Elysium going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Well, it means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
Never mind.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
Ah, rip. What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Probably. And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, your call.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Now this is where a hack would come in handy. You said it's supposed to be a music place? What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Elysium, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Okay.
And why is that?
Well, yeah, why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep. They were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really.
Oh,
Doesn't
damn.
matter. I can take the cold.
Alright.
Go ahead.
that's a weird one. Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah.
Did you put the padlock on the church door?
No,
No?
not really, no.
Not really?
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Okay, if you personally didn't, then who did?
Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door.
Why did this Noid person put a padlock on the door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Should we try? We don't have much empathy, unfortunately, but...
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
That's it for now, I guess.
Okay, bye.
We'll look in the tent in a minute.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
Push.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Shortcut.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Oh, we actually go in? Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Distilled water. Nosafed Ultra. Yeah. Turn that into something. All that cold medicine.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake it.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
Is he meant to look like Bowie?
An egghead. Egg!
Egg! Alright, we found cheers in this game.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organised?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
None so far then, got it.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Egg.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noit's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Was there something you wanted?
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads!
Egg!
Burnouts! Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revershol.
Strike that! The world!
Egg!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are.
Uh-huh.
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What? Spookiness is not a matter for police investigation.
You know, officer, you really should judge that for yourself. But keep in mind, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Egg!
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look in. I have questions first.
All right, man.
Estelle told me Noid put the padlock on the door. Why?
Oh, so you met her. Good. I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Alright. Damn it. Hi! Welcome, raiders. How's it going, Lister? What up, dude? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, people. Arcanine appreciator. I think we can all appreciate a good Arcanine. My first ever Pokemon squad back in Pokemon Blue. I think I'd seen too much of the show because I thought it was a good idea to have an entire squad of all one type. And I love the fire types, which also made it really hard to fill out 6 spaces. Yeah, didn't do too well against that one enemy Blastoise. But I did have an Arcanine. He quite happily let me have that for my squad before destroying me. Anyway, what's up, people? Fuck Nips. Good name. Matty Moser. What's up, what's up? Gym leader mode. Exactly. Turns out that's not how you play if you want to win a match against your friend who has a full squad with like the classic Mewtwo and legendary bird and whatever, blah blah blah. And I was just like, fire types. Yeah, fun times. How was Strim? What were you playing? Was it good? This game, also very good. Big recommends. I haven't played Planescape, but this is good. This is my build. It's all very complicated. Yeah, I'm a bit of a mess. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Is it on Steam? Or am I going to have to look further for that? My signature skill is the rhetoric. I'm enjoying arguing with people. However, unfortunately, I have like no authority and very little suggestion, so no one listens to what I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
Enhanced edition as well. Nice. Same with this. I've been wanting to play it for ages, and then I heard about the voice acting, and I'm like, yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. Sounds like nonsense. These guys are trying to talk us into moving. They've basically locked some homeless drug users inside a church for a week. Seems like a good way to accidentally kill someone. Idiots.
You're right. It is nonsense. Total garbage. I knew you'd see through it. You're one smart cop.
But yeah, this game's really good. This game's really good. Yeah, that's just the music they're playing in here. There's not, well, I suppose there is generally background music. But this is specific to these people. They're having their little rave in here. I get by. Now, where was I with that padlock?
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
How many corpses are we going to find?
Only if he promises to look into the spookers in the church.
Are we being leveraged by the youth?
Officer, I apologise. Noid doesn't always understand the joy of giving for the sake of giving. I think it may have something to do with his childhood.
A pincer maneuver.
A pincer maneuver, huh?
Damn it. Take it. Don't you just want to see what's in there?
Fine. Just give me the key.
Brilliant! Noid, the key!
Why am I helping them start a nightclub in an old church? I don't have to, I guess. I can ignore the rest of it. Dips into his belt, produces a yellow key. Makes a sudden cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. My reaction speed is ass, but let's try and grab it.
It's as if time has frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Oh no. These skill checks are like, they're great. I mean, skill checks aren't anything new. I guess it's the narration that does it as well. Don't ruin the call by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort.
Blam! Straight in the eye.
I knew that was coming.
In the old eye or in the looking ball.
Kind of, some of the writing reminds me of Peep Show, weirdly. Something I hadn't really pieced together until that line for some reason. Reminds me of, what's his name? Main character that's not David, what's his face? Ah, damn. What's it, Webb? In Peep Show. I can't remember the character's name anyway.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
Ouch, goddamn asshole. What is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain now?
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Threw him too hard. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You almost eye-murdered me. A cop. That's use of lethal force.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Robert Webb's alright. I was trying to remember his character name, though. Yeah. I think the only character I remember super handsome Big Sue's. Everyone else kind of evades me right now.
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
I'm not being bribed. I don't need your pity money. Now, where were we?
The key?
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
You should be.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
Right, other questions?
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
No.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
Enough of this. Right. So, now that I'm out of conversation, we'll rejoin Kim, who is a fellow cop, seemingly more together and competent, and well, not necessarily more competent. We did wake up with a hangover so bad. Well, okay, so for anyone who doesn't know Disco Elysium, it's kind of point and clicky RPG. No worries, dude. No worries. If you knock yourself out, disappear. I know the feels. I was actually going to end myself. I'm getting quite hungry, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to go for, but I can at least introduce some of you lovelies to the game that is Disco Elysium, because it is a very good game. So, as spoiler-free as I can, a quick summary of what's going on. We are Harry. A fact, our name, we've had to learn that. That wasn't given freely. We are Harry. And we have come to this town to solve a murder, basically. Is the major overarching story. Except we're not exactly the greatest of cops. That's Harry in the bottom left there. So turns out Harry's a raging alcoholic. Turned up, got massively drunk. Literally about half an hour ago found out that he took his car, drove it over a ramp, across a river, destroyed a load of shit, and then put it nose first into the ice. So he's a very, very good cop. Anyway. Yeah, the actual story, I guess. Very much the focus. We've got all these stats here: intellect, psyche, physique, motorics. Not had any combat of any kind yet. I mean, we probably could have started a fight, but I felt like we would have lost it immediately because kicking a door hurt me too much. I am all kinds of weak. I currently have an almighty 24 communism. Somewhere I gained 2 fascism. Don't know where that's from. Sorry cop, boring cop, apocalypse cop. We've got all our little mini stats on the right here that we've picked up rather than putting points into. People killed, cases solved, and years in service are all prior to the start of the game. But yeah, we're basically trying to solve this murder along with various other things going on in the region in a post-communist revolution state. Sorry, post-failed communist revolution state. Very much in the midst of a struggle between the corporations and the unions. And there's a lot of detail to the overworld. International politics, all of that good stuff. But without going too deep into that, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. At the start of the game, I put points in. You get so many points to put into your 4 core ability points. Pick signature skill, which gets 1 extra point. I don't know if there's any bonus apart from that. Apart from it's your signature skill. But after that, you can just kind of pick the specific facets of each ability, which we get info for. Lots of info, lots of words. Also affected by our outfits, which I've picked up a few clothing items at this point. each giving positives and sometimes negatives. Got basically Conan the Barbarian shirt. Yeah. There's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot going on. These are my thoughts, which I can try to internalize to learn more or gain new stuff. For instance, Mazovian socioeconomics, which, as far as I can tell, Mazov is basically Marx. It's very straightforward analogy, I guess would be the term. Only seems to come with negatives as well, I'm noticing. Negative on visual calculus and authority. But we get to be a communist, and I'm pushing.
Twice your height stand shut in front of you.
Pushing for round 2 on the revolution.
Appears in stark contrast to the padlock. Carelessly.
Vive la revolution. At least we can do it in a video game. Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes.
That's kind of... Inland Empire seems to be kind of a melodramatic side, maybe?
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
What's in here? Oh, wow. Oh, this might take some looking around. Should walk here, not run. Yeah? Great, I didn't get the info for that one. Oh, it's over there. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Forked lightning pattern. There's no one even in here. Really, no one? Live wire into bowl of water? Why? What is someone trying to achieve? Just electrocute people? Blackboard filled with equations, something to do with radio frequencies. They're not also part of the roleplay, are they? Harman Wowshy tape recorder. Alright. Is it recording right now?
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Fell mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer.
Okay.
The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Wait, let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hat hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Okay, let's try.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Oh, is this going to be
old lady greets you.
The same old woman?
Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon.
It is.
Votre accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Fucking passwords.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Yeah, we give up.
I will register this login attempt. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, we're done.
Goodbye, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
What about print?
Revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. Nothing happens.
Damn it. Auto saved as well. New shoes. Some red brogues. +1 empathy. These dapper snakeskin shoes have an almost invisible white-on-white flower motif. Motif, not motive, sewn on the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the church. I think our current shoes are +1 composure, -1 savoir-faire. Do I wanna? +1 empathy. Let's do that. Wait, where are we going to get there? Oh, really? That's a path and a half. Just for a spider web, huh? Is there really no one in here? Is that a pair of trousers hanging? A scarf? Stats? Pain threshold. But that gives us Inland Empire for our imagination. We don't really need pain threshold right now.
Silence in this part of the church. It's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it.
What's that noise?
The faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
I guess we yell into the void.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
To nullify sound.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing.
Could be.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though.
Look up.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
So we need a 12 to pass. We have 6 perception, and we get to roll a 2d6. We should see. Let's have a look. Failed. What didn't we see?
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
Try to make out something, anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
Blink. Oh, there's someone there.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Tiago. Are you making that noise?
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be
For fuck's sake.
to the right place.
Damn it. Hi, guys. Thank you for the raid. Everyone today. Hi. I'll get to end eventually. What's up, people? Morpheus, Feline. Welcome. How was Strem? Afternoon means wow, right? Just talking to this shadowy ninja figure who's calling me a little pussy. I don't entirely blame him, but still. He nearly didn't make it. In what way? Rocco Bane, welcome. Howdy. Oh. Try and get comfortable again. Damn it. I'll get dinner eventually today. What's up, people? Anyone played Disco? It's a good game. Good game.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Riverdale.
I've lost the train of thought for this conversation now. Hang on. Oh, there isn't much of it. We're all good. And a district in Jamrock. Oh, you had the countdown running while talking. Yeah, gotta keep an eye on that. Also, it's a pain in the ass because if I raid someone, it doesn't send me as well. Well, I guess it sends me, like... So then I've got to open it up and open up the stream, and 9 times out of 10, let a fucking ad play. And it's like, alright. Fucking hate the ads. They're blocked most of the time. But every now and then Twitch updates faster than ad blocker, so... The right place for what? What are we doing? What does he want with us?
Here you can receive the mother's love, And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Oh, I've been informed, Neff, they're adding, in case you wasn't aware, they're adding more content to Monster Hunter tomorrow. So that'll be good. Probably past where I'm at, but I'll get there eventually.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
We're not giving him that. I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use. Honest.
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
Okay, fine. I'm struggling, but you don't need to lecture me. I know what I need to do.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesito parar, homie.
Alright, he's Hispanic. Is what we're going for, or at least this world's version of Hispanic. God, I can't. The one thing I will say is I can't keep track of all the different places in this and which one's meant to be an analogy for where in the real world. It's confusing.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
Wasteland of reality. Wonder what that's about.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Oh god, I don't even know what I'm talking to this man about anymore. Where did you come from?
Up there, Holmes.
Are you human? That's a dumb question. Other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub, which actually, given the acoustics, would be a dire idea. Apparently this building somehow negates sound. Which can be a very disturbing phenomenon. Apparently people put in acoustically, what you call it? Acoustically isolated rooms. You start to hear things like your own heartbeat and the blood surging through your body, and apparently that does things to the mind. Yeah. So, yeah, well, that's that.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Do they have reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
Anymore. So what do you think about the nightclub? I think it's an awful idea personally, but...
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
What you imbibing, buddy?
Might even be nice to have some company.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to hate the idea.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Wait, what are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'd be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who's this Mother of Silence?
Oh, that's no simple question, Ese. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
And what happens once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
Fucking go away. There we go.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
Sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Okay.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very own self.
Faith is a kind of drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
Oh, God, that's awful. Let's agree to disagree. Wait. Yeah.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I know it will take time.
I still don't
sweat it.
understand what you're doing here. Why did it repeat as well? That was weird. But yeah, what are you doing here?
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Can you sing for me?
I am from no Mariette, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Mariette is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
I'm not showing him that shit. It's mine now.
The sinewy
I'm wearing the
fingers
shoes.
on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
¿Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viaita is grandma?
So there is another person living in the church, and it's a Viaita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Nothing else to tell me, huh? How she looks, what she does, or who she is?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back,
Or
search through her radio computer.
Ah, have you by any chance heard her say the password to her computer?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Beautiful, yes please.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Yes, I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in the interests of public safety, of course.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Alright, thanks.
I think we're done here, Essay.
That was an
Yeah.
interesting conversation.
Wasn't it?
However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Sure. I mean, I agree, but we don't know it's not relevant. Is that to go through?
In white, silver, and apricot faience, The young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel?
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Let's look up.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You.
It's compassion. Or is it mourning? Could be mourning.
As that terrible word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Like I don't know. Do the same?
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
How did I know this is the mother of humanism?
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever as it haunts all men.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Serene, modern-day Sir Laclay. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
What else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history, the DeLorean era.
Where everyone drove around in like really shitty cars with gull-wing doors. Got it. Wow, we've just got a completely apathetic answer there. We'll go with a wow.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Yeah, going a bit off the rails here.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. That is why the lungs are the symbol of love for the cultures of the Riel Belt.
Alright, to hell with this.
But she was not hell. She is the opposite of that. The wind of paradise, stripping away the covers from the hearts of men. There you stand, below her once more, with your hands on your side, momentarily at a loss as what to do with yourself.
Do we say it? It seems obvious, he probably knows, but this is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Dolorian Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of Delorianism?
Maybe.
A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Oh, wow.
The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
And who conducted this raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
Oh, don't say it was me.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I don't remember being here, but I don't remember much.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim, are you a follower of Delorianism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are Delorian in origin.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The Delorian system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Alright, let's try and work out what happened.
A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a light motif below them both.
Who is the older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
What does the motto say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la
War is
mort,
dead.
la vie de nouveau.
The new day?
And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, Le Monde Nouveau. After life, death. After death, life again. After the world, the Pale. After the Pale,
La Vie, the world.
again.
Got it.
This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Who shattered this mosaic? Or what?
Unknown. Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned. Or just hooligans looking for something to break.
Unknown, alright. Lieutenant, this used to say afterlife, death, blah de blah.
Death, life again. After the world, the Pale. After the Pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What is the RCM motto now?
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Wow, really? I like the other one better.
So do I.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
Do we check this quickly too?
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
Right.
The speaker
Now we
comes to
have
life.
the password.
Good afternoon. Votre accident en Saint-Brun.
Let's try this again. Yeah, I think I may have the right password for the log.
Please, good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending
Bet we
the
can do
code,
that at the other.
press print to access the filament.
Maybe?
Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Finished.
Goodbye, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Oh, let's read it.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
He's gonna say no. Let's keep reading.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity.
Where's all these narcotics anyway?
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna? Or to broadcast? That's dumb, right? Surely?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
I guess so.
For setting up her radio computer. 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Is this the team from the RPG?
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Just keep reading.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
True.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out.
Nice.
The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
Must be a seal.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station.
Ooh.
Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. So we can try that password on the other computer.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about
That's right.
machines.
If you don't fiddle around, you don't learn.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping pong energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Hi. Probably not going to be happy with this, right?
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Coalition military data links. Fuck it, I can assure you I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not breaking into your computer. I'm using it to access coalition military data links.
There are no coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network.
Yeah, wait. Turn it. Wait, when was I going to do that? You're right, I'm just a drunk cop, don't know how to do anything interesting with the supercomputers. I'm worried I might, if I pick the other one, actually start shells firing.
No one asked you to do anything interesting with my radio computer. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Alright, well, I would love to, but I was going to end stream like an hour ago. and then raids started happening. So we've gone on a bit longer, but I really need to sort some food, and God knows how long this woman's going to talk for. And then, oh, I don't even know what after. But I am pooped. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you all for the raids. If you're still around, I know Lister's gone. Neff, I don't know if you are, but thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all stopping by, and even if you're just lurking. Thanks for lurking. Appreciate it. Yeah, this game's good. This game's real good. We'll be back. We'll be back with something tomorrow. I don't know what. Potentially Divinity. That's going to depend on Synth. So, yeah, possibly more of this tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to assume, unless I hear otherwise, that Synth is still not up to streaming. Which, real shame if I get to play more of this. Maybe back on this evening, but if I do, it'll probably be something much more chill. Factorio or something. So yeah. Thanks for hanging. I'm going to go and hope it's vaguely warm enough that I can still barbecue a burger. I was very hopeful when I did that purchase. Anyway, have a good one, folks. Thank you very much for staying. Catch you later. Bye.